Hi, welcome to the Mindwalker Method. I'm your host, Tony Wake. And I hope you're getting those pens and papers out, because in this episode, we are going to touch on a few things that you might want to write down and you might want to keep in the back of your mind as you progress through life and with your interactions with other people. So many times I hear when I work with clients and they're telling me that this and this person made me feel in this and this emotion. For instance, my husband made me feel unappreciated. My boss made me feel unworthy. The children made me feel like I'm a tyrant, and thus forth. I want to tell you that nobody can make you feel anything that you do not give them the authority to do. Now, on that note, I want to touch a little bit more on allowing. If I allow you to do something, you are allowed. Now, if you look at the word allowed, it's all owed, right? So keeping that in mind, if I allow you to do something, I have the authority, because you will not be able to do anything if I do not allow it. And also looking at all owed, if you are doing anything based on the authority that I've given you to do, that means that everything that you do, the experiences that are coming from it, the results that are coming from it, is owed to me. It's all owed due to my authority that I've given you. So everything that comes from that would not have occurred if it wasn't for me giving you the authority to do it. Now, keeping that in mind, if I allow specific things to occur, if I allow a person to treat me a specific way, if I allow myself to get these emotions of inferiority or depression or feeling not good enough or feeling worthless or feeling upset or heart sore or angry or whatever these unhelpful emotions are, I am the one that have allowed myself to experience those emotions. So all of the things that are coming from it, all of the experiences that are coming from it, is owed due to me giving my power away, due to me giving my authority over to something outside of me. Because as within, so without. I will not be experiencing those experiences, those feelings, those emotions, those interactions if I haven't yet thought them up in my own mind, if I haven't yet created them within myself. And because I've created them from within, I'm now experiencing them without, from outside of me. So taking that into consideration, how do we change it? How do we go about taking this owed experience and pay it back to ourselves? How do we take this experience and these emotions that we don't want any part of and change them into experiences that we do want something of? Well, the simple fact is, if I owe something to someone, let's say I owe you some money, X amount of money. In order for me to balance it out, I need to give you that X amount of money. So the X amount is in the negative, and to balance it out, I need to give you that X amount in the positive so that it's balanced out, right? The same thing happens with emotions. And in a future episode, we'll touch on emotional bank accounts and the concept of that and how that works out both in relationships, in interpersonal communication, in businesses and industries. But emotions work the same way as emotional bank accounts, as money work in bank accounts. So if I owe you X amount and that is in the negative, then in order for me to balance it out, I need to give you the positive amount to balance that out, to equal that out. Now, the same way with emotions. If I owe myself something, let's say I have now talked to myself in an unhelpful manner and I feel inferior in some way, manner or form. If I feel inferior, then inferiority is what has been deducted. Inferiority is what's now causing the negative experience. It's now in the red. It's now owed. because I've allowed it, all owed to me, right? To my authority that I've given it. So if that is owed to me and that is a negative, how do I balance it out? Well, if inferiority is the negative or the unhelpful emotion, I need to balance it out with the opposite of it. Because negative, the opposite of it is positive, correct? So if I balance it out with a positive, that means that from inferiority, I need to build it with confidence. If I feel unloved or unappreciated, I owe myself, because it's due to my allowance of it, I owe myself a loving experience. I owe myself an experience of personal approval, personal appreciation. If I feel depressed, which means I'm making myself smaller than what I am, I owe myself the opposite of that. I need to stand up tall. I need to experience confidence. I need to experience self-worth. And that will break down the depression, because now I'm bringing it back to the balance. I'm bringing it back into the equalization of it. So to bring this to a close, keep notice of what you are allowing in your life. Number one, know that all and everything that you allow, you are giving authority to. It cannot be allowed if you do not have the authority. And everything in your life is you allowing it to be that way. You're allowing other people to talk to you in a specific way. You're allowing other people to treat you in a specific way. You're allowing specific experiences to alter your emotional mind-body state. So if you stop allowing these things, if you stop owing yourself these negative experiences, break them down and do the positive instead. Ask yourself and tell yourself, if I don't want these negative emotions, if I don't want to take my emotional bank account, so to speak, and drain it into the negative, I need to put the positive in its place. I need to deposit the positive emotions in its place. Instead of depression, I need to appreciate myself more. Instead of feeling inferior, I need to deposit more confidence. Instead of talking to myself in an unhelpful manner, I need to speak to myself more respectfully. So thinking of it in that manner, notice your self-talk, notice what you're giving your power away to, who you're giving your power away to, and ask yourself, why am I giving my power to these circumstances, to these situations, to these experiences? Why am I allowing these things into my life? What is the secondary gain that I'm getting from it? Am I allowing these people to speak to me in that manner because I secretly want to be liked by them? And am I allowing this disrespect because I unconsciously don't see my own worth? Am I allowing these things to get to me because I have an unbalanced emotional state that I need to build on? What is the secondary gain that you are getting from these experiences and from these emotions? And start there. Like Simon Sinek says, start with why. Why am I allowing this? Why is this occurring? And then ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What is there that these experiences, these emotions, what is there that they are trying to teach me? Because once you get to the core of that, once you find your why and you understand what it is that it's trying to do for you, now you can start changing those into the positive, depositing, right? The positive, you can start depositing the positive emotions, and from that you can gain more growth. You can gain more personal value for yourself, and you can take your power and your validation you can take back. Because once you allow yourself to come to that realization and you allow yourself to stand in your own authority, you'll notice how everything else in your life starts changing. Because at the end of the day and ultimately, you are teaching people around you how to treat you. And on a deeper level than that, you are teaching your unconscious mind how to react to external stimuli. So as long as you place your power outside of you, you are going to be at the mercy of everything outside of you. But once you take that power back and you begin from within, like we said earlier in this discussion, as within, so without. So if you start from within and you have a strong core and a strong internal belief system and a strong personal value system, then everything else around won't affect you so much, because you know that your power then comes from within. So I hope this shines some light on the why things are happening to me, and allowing other people to speak to me or treat me in specific ways, or circumstances in life allowing me to feel certain things or making me feel certain things. No one and nothing can make you feel anything that you don't give it the authority to do. So take back your authority, take back your power, take back your enthusiasm for life, make it within, and from there start living an empowered life. So thank you for tuning into this week's episode of The Mindwalker Method. For questions and other products and information, please go to tonywake.com, or you can also go to mindwalker.co.za, where we are launching our new online academy very soon, where you will be able to do online courses, learn more of these concepts, and also find us on Facebook and Instagram as Mindwalker Tribe, where you can join the tribe, join the family, and see and experience for yourself what it's like to have a close-knit group where we support one another, stand by one another, motivate each other, and help each other live the most powerful and impactful lives that we possibly can. Stay safe, be true to yourself, and stay empowered. I'm Tony Wake. Thank you so much.